When was the last time that you did something purely because you enjoyed doing it? Purely because it made you happy? For a lot of people, it's been a while. In our fast-paced world today, many of us forget the importance of personal entertainment, enjoyment, and just sitting down and relaxing, doing something that isn't pressing, that we don't need to do, but we want to do. And having a hobby like that, it's been proven time and time again to have so many emotional, physical, mental benefits. And it's such an easy thing to do. It's small. It's really important for people to have a hobby. Some of the physical benefits from a hobby might be blood flow, better blood flow, just physical improvement. It increases focus, it decreases stress. Hobbies that do that, like hiking, swimming, dancing, the obvious ones, cycling. But even sedentary, just where you're sitting down, not moving around much, hobbies like knitting, reading, painting, that stuff also helps. Lowers blood pressure, reduces stress. Some other benefits of hobbies are skill development. Doing some hobbies, you're going to learn skills that are, not just helpful other places, but you wouldn't learn other places. Like people that paint a lot, they've got a lot of patience. Patience that I do not have because I do not paint. People that rock climb, fearless people. Adrenaline junkies, sure, but they're fearless. It really helpful. Hobbies have both mental and emotional benefits, like, let's say, okay, better example. Imagine a life where you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you sit at your computer and you stare at a screen, or whatever your job is, for 8 hours, you go home, you go to bed, repeat. Doesn't that sound like the worst? Doesn't that sound unmeasurably boring? Well, a lot of people live like that, and it leads to a lot of depression and burnout in our society. They're important. Hobbies are important. Life isn't about just doing a job and making money. It's about living, not just surviving. Hobbies are often a creative outlet for people. They'll make pottery, they'll paint, they'll draw, they'll play an instrument, they'll make music. It's amazing what a hobby can do. And that's all of the examples so far have just been, you can do them by yourself, on your own. But doing it with another person, with a community, you build friendships, you have opportunities to share knowledge, teach people, mentor people. It combats loneliness. Depression is way down when you have a community to do something with. For example, I am a teenager in the 21st century, so obviously I struggled with a lot of mental health issues recently. But I joined a high school wrestling team, and now all of a sudden I've got friends, I've got something to work towards, I've got fulfillment in completing something difficult. It's an emotional roller coaster, which also, helps with emotional regulation. Wrestling makes you think. It builds up your body. I feel better than I've ever felt. It's amazing. It's not that hard. Sure, it's a little uncomfortable. You have to leave your house, you have to go do something. But you're with a community. The benefits far outweigh any kind of opposite problems. What's the word? Downsides. The benefits far outweigh the downsides. A lot of excuses, or not excuses, but counter arguments that I hear to people getting a hobby or leaving their house at all is, oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the money for a hobby. They're all expensive. And that's just objectively untrue. A lot of hobbies are free or nonetheless like really cheap. Hiking, that's super free almost anywhere. Swimming at a lake, free. Swimming pool, that's like a $3 entrance fee, depending on where you live. You could go reading, public library, man, that's free. It's just, it's not an accurate description of hobbies. Some of them are expensive, like skiing or cycling or things you need a lot of equipment for. But a lot of them are just, that's not accurate. Another one I'll hear all the time is, oh, I'm not good at anything. Well, of course you're not. You haven't left your house. You have to practice to get good at things. Or another thing that I've heard is, I don't have the time. And that's just also not true. You don't have to sink hours every day into this hobby. You could just 15 minutes a day, an hour every week. Just spending time sitting, relaxing, or doing something physical outside, or doing something that you love that's not work. Just try it. Go home today, take a moment, sit down, think about what truly excites you. What makes you happy, and make time for it. I promise, your body and your mind, your soul, they'll thank you for it. I'm Justice Jones. Thank you for listening.